So it looks like another person in Hollywood is being accused of sexual violence towards a woman. And this person is not really a famous household name, but they are famous in their craft, and I'm going to talk about it. So sit back and enjoy. Hey guys, it's your girl, Miss Ann Little Core, and like I said, I would be returning. I did. So I happened on this article on Lipstick Alley. I visit from time to time, and it was one of the top 5 articles, and it was about director-producer Salim Akil sued for domestic violence and breach of contract. Now, for those of you who don't know who Salim Akil is, he is actually the husband of Mara Brock Akil, who is famous for bringing girlfriends to the small screen. She also has some other shows that she produced as well, but she's mainly known for Girlfriends. I can't think of them off the other ones on top of my head. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch Girlfriends. I have my reasons. It wasn't my kind of show. But this is kind of disturbing. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts about it, and you're going to be surprised because I have a lot to talk about. Now, this is what it says. It says, director-producer Salim Akil sued for domestic violence and breach of contract. A lawsuit filed by Amber Dixon Brenner on November 20th, 2018 in California claims the actor had a years-long physical and sexually abusive relationship with Salim Akil, who has produced and directed episodes of BET's The Game and Being Mary Jane, as well as the CW's Black Lightning and the 2012 film Sparkle. In addition to domestic violence, Brenner is suing Akil for breach of contract over a script she claims she wrote based on their relationship that Akil mined for other projects without proper credit. Brenner's complaint alleges she and Akil began a dating relationship which involved frequent sexual contact about 10 years ago. Akil, according to IMDb, has been married to writer-producer Mara Brock Akil since 1999. Brenner's accusations of abuse are numerous and harrowing. They include multiple instances of physical violence in the form of slapping, strangling, and forced oral sex. Brenner alleges, for example, that during a birthday party in Los Angeles Roosevelt Hotel, Akil asked her to follow him into the bathroom where he slapped her, causing her to stumble backwards, and then commanded her to perform oral sex. Brenner's complaint alleges that he then urinated in her mouth. Ooh, this is gruesome. In another instance, Brenner alleges that she asked Akil to stop having sex with her during a playful encounter. He refused to stop, saying, that meant no, take it. And yet another, the complaint claims that on a patio outside his house on Martha's Vineyard, he proceeded to stick 3 fingers up her anus and started lecturing her. Brenner's complaint includes multiple instances of him slapping her during sex. Her complaint alleges that he photographed a sexual encounter without her consent, and that he also photographed her after commanding her to lick a wall in an underground parking lot. Brenner's complaint also describes verbal abuse. He allegedly indicated he would dispose of her in a desert if she got pregnant, and said if they were married and cheated on him, he would stick her hand in a hot skillet of grease. The suit also contains an explanation as to why she endured this abusive relationship. The reason why plaintiff did not leave Akil after the very first of these instances occurred are complicated and the subject of significant resultant therapy for plaintiff. Plaintiff believed that she loved Akil. She also looked up to him as a prominent motion picture television director in some of the same entertainment circles where plaintiff socialized. Akil likewise would have at times dangled potential acting roles and professional collaborations before plaintiff. However, what we do know is that these acts caused significant emotional and physical harm to the plaintiff and were abusive, i.e. Akil intentionally or recklessly caused or attempted to cause bodily injury or placing plaintiff in reasonable apprehension of bodily injury. As for the breach of contract portion of her lawsuit, Brenna's complaint alleges Akil used element of a script she wrote in 2015, Love and Perversity in the East Village, for a series he pitched to ABC called Documenting Love that never made it on air. And for the series he created for OWN that did make it on air, Love Is. Brenna claims she showed him her script to facilitate a potential collaboration, and the submission was made with the implied understanding that defendant Akil would not use any of her ideas within LPEV without the involvement and compensation of plaintiff. Brenna is suing for compensatory damages, emotional distress, attorney fees, and punitive damages. The amount she is asking for is not disclosed in her complaint. Jezebel, which is the company that wrote this article, has contacted Salim's attorney, production company, and representation, and Brenna's management for comment. We will update this post if and when we hear back. And you can view the complaint online. You can view it. You can read the full one online. But before I read this article to you all, I did my research. Homegirl is married, okay? And she's married and been married for years. So that means that she was having a relationship on the side with Salim Akil if she's telling the truth. But my issue with her is that I don't find you credible. And here's why. You've only been in 4 films. You've only been in 4 films. I can tell you the name. The films you've been in are Savages, Wall Street, Love, Bachelor, and The Great Venice Robber. Now, it does say that she did direct Love and Purveyor. She did direct it, but it doesn't really say anything other than that she was a director of it. And it says because the project is categorized as in development, the data is only available on IMDb Pro and is subject to change. So that means that it's not in pre-production. It's just in development, meaning that there is a script there, but she may not be the director anymore, or they may cancel the project altogether. So this whole thing has to do, in my opinion, with her somehow either crossing paths with Salim Akil, and maybe she met him and wanted to pitch the idea to him, and they sat down and maybe he said, it looks okay, and maybe some tweaking, or maybe she offered to sell it to him and maybe he didn't want anything to do with it. Then he comes out with Love Is that he's directing, and she's like, oh no, that's my idea. And I'm going to be honest with you, from what I've read about Hollywood over the years, it's very common for people to take other people's ideas. I'm not saying Salim Akil did this, but what I'm saying is it's a common practice. Now, I'm going to go further. I don't believe this man did any of this to her. I'll tell you why. If he did this to her, you left out the most important thing. You never said that you were married. I looked through your Instagram page because I do research. This is what I do. I have a degree in paralegal studies where I do research. This is what I do. Okay? So when I look through people's pages, I have to basically find how these people link up. What brought Amber over to meeting Salim Akil? Where did these people meet up that this whole, you could say, combustion has occurred, where this man's career and life, his freedom can be in jeopardy? And we have to talk about it. Now, he's currently producing Black Lightning. He produced The Game. He's a producer of Bleeding Mary Jane. He produced Jump in the Broom. Okay? Sparkle, Soul Food, the startup. Okay. So now we're going to go to director. Black Lightning. He directed 3 episodes. Being Mary Jane, 17. The Game. Over 50. He directed Sparkle, Jump in the Broom. He also directed Girlfriend, Soul Food. He's a writer. Black Lightning, The Game, Soul Food, Dry Long So. He only acted in 1 film, Dry Long So, but he does have a career as a producer and director, so it is what it is. He found himself and where he fits. They've never worked on any other projects together, according to IMDb. So my only suggestion of how I'm coming about how they met is she pitched this idea to him and he got upset. Now that's like my take on this. Now, could she have been his side piece? Maybe so. It could happen. Maybe she was with this white man for years, but maybe she was like, listen, I need to have a black man in my life at some point, or a side dude. I'm just, my box is, kind of stiffy and I need some black penis. I'm just going to call it. That's how I see it. And so she probably saw him as a come up and, took it from there. Like I said, I'm not saying that he's innocent, but we need to know first off, does she really know this man? Did they really have sex? Because based on these photos that she have a husband and it looked like she's also into, in my opinion, it looked like she's bisexual. I'm not really given the sense that she's ever been in any intimate setting with him, except for maybe discussing the script that she wrote that, according to IMDb, is in development. Because she's suing him for copyright infringement. She's suing him for a lot of stuff. And she has children. She does have a black son, but she also has a son that's biracial. So that's one thing. She's worked with Oliver Stone. And I'm not seeing anything with Salim Akil. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. And maybe that's just me. I'm not seeing it. I don't see not one thing on her page where she was with Salim Akil. I'm not seeing anything at all. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing it. So my suggestion is that this is going to be very interesting. And I feel that this is going to get nothing but bad for the Akils. And I think that she's doing this to try to extort him. It could be a plot with her and her husband. But that's just the way I think. That's just me. But I want to know your opinion. Do you think that this really could have occurred? Do you think Salim Akil is a very dangerous sexual psychopathic man? Or do you think that this woman, Amber Dixon Brenner, is trying to hustle money out of him and on some kind of extortion plot and taking it to court? Or do you think that both parties are not so innocent? Let me know. And on that note, the Sugar Miss and Lil Calm signing off. Stay tuned. I'm going to come back with another video shortly. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.